Hey guys, the last time I was here, it was, I just finished orientation and I was going around and kind of showing you the different attractions I'm going to work, or I was going to work. A lot of you have kind of requested, sorry I wanted them to move because they wanted taking a picture by the castle. I'm by the castle, in case you can't really tell, the castle. And I wanted to kind of tell you and show you the different attractions that I do work, and kind of not giving too much away, but kind of how everything works together. Because a lot of people think, oh, you only work one attraction, and it's like, well, how do you go from one attraction to the other? Do you only work one attraction every day? Everything. So I'm just gonna kind of walk around and kind of give you a tour of my new home, Fantasyland. Yeah, just show you around. Kind of see the sign behind me. This is in the castle, Cinderella's Royal Table. It's a very small, exclusive dinner, lunch, breakfast that you can eat with the princesses. Not all the princesses, just a small selection of the princesses. And right next to me is, right after the castle, is Sir Mickey's, also known as the Frozen Store. You can kind of see it, trying to find the flag. There it is, Sir Mickey's, aka the Frozen Store. That's where all of the Frozen merchandise is. That's also the store you exit out of from seeing Anna and Elsa.
I'll be in the queue.
And you can see Anna and Elsa in Princess Fairy Tale Hall, which is one of the attractions that I work.
75.
It is not a regular attraction. It is a meet and greet. See behind me? It's a meet and greet. It is where, try to get a good spot. There's the carousel, which is also an attraction that I work. It's where we used to switch out the princesses. Like we'd have certain princesses during the day and certain princesses at night, but now it's pretty much Anna and Elsa on one side and Cinderella and Rapunzel on the other. Moving on, like we saw the carousel. Carousel's one of the simplest attractions, but has a lot of problems just because it's very, very old. It's actually was not built in America. It was built in, I think it was somewhere in Europe, and the ride's actually older than the park. We refurbished it and redesigned the horses and everything, but the horses are the original horses from the original attraction. They just repainted them. And this is the lovely brown wall, also known as the mine train store, and it's been there for months now, and we're really sick and tired of it. Stroller parking, can't really see, which yes, is one of the positions that I have to work as a Fantasyland cast member, and it's really frustrating, but it's one of the positions we have to work. It can be either A, be very easy, or B, be very stressful. And these are the beautiful arches into New Fantasyland, which I may walk around later. I wanted to work in New Fantasyland, specifically the Little Mermaid ride. But I got here, but I get to see the castle. You can't see the castle from New Fantasyland, so that's nice. And one last attraction, of course, which is my favorite attraction.
Yeah.
When I found out I got Fantasyland attractions, this was the attraction that I absolutely hoped and prayed that I would get next to Little Mermaid. I either wanted Little Mermaid or this ride. It's not even a ride. I don't know why I said ride. It is a show. It is PhilharMagic. Bam. It's one of my favorite attractions here. I used to come to PhilharMagic, like whenever I got a little early to work, I would go in and I would watch PhilharMagic, and then I'd go and change right after. But those are the three attractions that I work, and now I'm going to tell you a little more about them. Alright, so I'm on the edge of New Fantasyland and the Castle Courtyard, as we call it. And one of the questions you guys have asked is, do you work one attraction a day? Like, how does that work? And there are days where we do end up working one attraction a day. But it's kind of by chance. We have a computer that gives us specific assignments, and we do have a separate rotation where we rotate every 45 minutes to an hour. So like let's say you get rotation and the top of it is strollers. You'll work strollers for about 45 minutes and then you'll move on to like Rapunzel Fast Pass or something like that, and then you'll move into like greeter or something. And so like you're constantly working several different positions, but there is the possibility that you could go and get someone's break and that could put you in the middle of rotation. So you can end up working either the same position or only the same attraction. That's kind of confusing. It makes more sense if you're a cast member or if you're an attractions person. You'll get it. You'll understand. It's not as confusing as it seems. There can be days. There have been days where I was working carousel operator for 4 hours out of my 6-hour shift. There are days where I only worked in Princess Fairy Tale Hall. I, only worked there, and I didn't work anywhere else. And there are days, I only work at PhilharMagic. So, and there are days where I get a little bit of everything. It's just by chance. PhilharMagic's definitely my all-time favorite attraction to work. Just because I love the show. I absolutely love the show. I love the music that's in the main lobby and merge area. The greeter position's not that hard. Or making it kind of chaotic when people are looking for the Fast Pass kiosk, because the kiosk is right by PhilharMagic. The hall was a lot more fun before Anna and Elsa came, just because it wasn't as crazy. There was like a dead time where there was like nobody there, and so you can kind of frolic around in the hall, and it was nice. But now it's just really busy, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool that Anna and Elsa are there, but it just gets really busy. But anyway, that's pretty much how that works. For my Wishes shift, we all meet together, all the Wishes cast members, who are most of the time Fantasyland people. Every once in a while we get like a random type person. But it's Fantasyland attractions people, so I'll get to see people who are with work a Little Mermaid, work Food Complex, work Small World. So anyway, after a certain time of day, normally around 8 o'clock, we close down the front of Princess Fairy Tale Hall and we redirect the entire queue line so it lines up over here. So there will be ropes that go all the way along here, and that's where you go in to see Anna and Elsa or Cinderella or Rapunzel. Then connecting to that, we put ropes and stanchions that go all the way across to the carousel. So basically everything from like the brown wall, basically, all the way to the castle is completely blocked off. And we do the same thing on the other side for PhilharMagic. We have a cast member who stands over here watching these ropes. Then we have a cast member standing over by the greeter position and the chaos that is Princess Fairy Tale Hall. And we have a cast member that stands on the other side by PhilharMagic. And basically the only traffic that comes in is those going into the castle for dinner for Cinderella's royal table. And that is it. As well as having a cast member that stands over by PhilharMagic and the hall, we have a cast member that stands over by Merida's meet and greet, which is down over to the left over here at the end of the smoking section. And then we have a cast member that stands all the way over by Sleepy Hollow in Liberty Square. And then we have two cast members that stand in the front of the castle, blocking those two entryways up into the castle. And then there's one, of course, that stands in the castle who lets people in for dinner. Wishes can be kind of chaotic just because you're blocking off the main entryway for Fantasyland and a lot of the park, and a lot of people are trying to get to the parade or to the front of the castle for fireworks or so on and so forth. And it can just get insane. It gets chaotic, people get mad. So on the one hand, I like Wishes because it breaks up my shift and I get more breaks. On the other hand, I don't like Wishes because you have the possibility of getting yelled at more. But I mean, it's cool. We have an excellent view of the fireworks. I actually really like Wishes. It's one reason why I kind of want to stay in Fantasyland attractions, because I love getting to do Wishes, and something I'm really good at and I enjoy it. But anyway, just outside of the castle courtyard and Pinocchio's and everything is, oh look, there's a fairy godmother hanging out over there. We got the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. There you go. It's not as scary as it seems or looks. I may go ride that soon because I have a fast pass for that. But we have Winnie the Pooh, which is down that way. And the mine train entrance is just in front of Winnie the Pooh. But if you don't go that way, and you keep heading past both the castle walls, or as I learned to call them, the castle arches. Castle wall sounds better. Enchanted Tales with Belle was only 20 minutes. What? You have Enchanted Tales with Belle, which is really cool because it's a interactive meet and greet show, more like, where you get to meet Belle, and it's really, really cool. Anyway, across from Belle is the mine train ride, and you can see it coming right this way. I love that ride. Then you've got Beast's Castle, which is the Be Our Guest restaurant, which has fabulous cuisine. It is a quick food service place for two, which is awesome. Vaughn! I love Vaughn. There's a captain walking by, and he's fabulous. He's awesome. He's one of my favorite character captains that works in the hall. Anyway, and then if you keep walking a little farther, you continue to see the mine train. But you can kind of hear the music changing because we are entering in the little village known as Gaston's Tavern, which has the delicious Lefou's brew, which is frozen apple juice with, I think it's mango with cream on top, but it tastes so good. This is also where Gaston meets. He meets in the corner around by the bathrooms. We don't want to go bug him because it's Gaston. And look, it's my least favorite popcorn wagon. It just got moved to here. Oh my god, it smells amazing though. And then there, of course, is the attraction that I dreamed of working. Journey of the Little Mermaid Under the Sea. I want to get cross-trained here. Oh, the wait time's like 20 minutes. I wonder if it actually is 20 minutes. I wanted to work here so badly. I may get cross-trained here sooner than later. I have a lot of friends who work Little Mermaid. I'm going to see if I know the fast pass person. Nope, I don't. Right next to Little Mermaid, you have Ariel's Grotto. Which is where you can meet Ariel. And that's become one of my favorite places ever because one of my friends hangs out with Ariel and I get to go visit her at work all the time. And it's fantastic. See what I did there? Fantastic. Right behind this wall is the mine train. You can only see it. I would love to work here. It's so pretty. I mean, like, look at that. And listen to this music. It's fabulous if I got to work here. Oh, well, maybe they'll move me here. Maybe I'll get full-time and they'll move me here. I don't know. We will see. But anyway, right outside, right past Ariel's Grotto is, you can't really see it. See that sign over there? That's Storybook Circus. I don't really care for Storybook Circus. Emily loves it because that's where Goofy is. I don't really care for it. Never really liked Dumbo. Barnstormers, more of a kiddie ride than I would like. I love the store that they have there. Big Top Souvenirs. Love that store. Which reminds me, I kind of want a treat now. But yeah, I don't really care for Storybook Circus. If they wanted to get rid of that and put Toontown back, I'd be okay with that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go see if my fast pass is ready. Keep it a couple minutes and go ride the Little Mermaid because I love it. You guys have a magical day. Like I said, have any more questions? I can only say so much because, you know, Disney's gotta have its secrets. Yeah, so if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below and I will see you real soon. Bye! Have a fantastic day.